a bird now, high in the sky. She's looking down on everything she left behind.
Bananas. Hello everyone and welcome to this second part of Sniper Tutorial Offensiveness Aggressive Tips. I don't care, whatever you call it. That was a weird intro, but I'll explain it in the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is map, knowledge, overview, positioning, movements and such. So it's really important that you know the map if you're playing an offensive sniper. You have to move constantly. You don't stay at the same spot. And you have to know the good sniping spots where the enemies are coming from. So go play the map. And with map knowledge I don't mean where the second point is. It goes far beyond that. You need to know where the enemies will come from, well, where they want to like stand as an enemy sniper. That's important. So play a match or a pub, I don't care, just play it and get to know where the enemies are coming from, standing from, like to stand, which are good spots and such. Then you always have to keep your overview. I already mentioned this in my first part of this little series here. So only scope if you see a screaming enemy coming at you with a gun or something like that and he wants to kill you, then you scope, then you do a headshot and you are fine. But otherwise, never scope. Look around you, look in your back, there could be spies everywhere. Scoping is a very vulnerable position for snipers, so only scope when it's really necessary. And then combine those two, like the overview and the map knowledge, and then you can position yourself. So you can hop to this place and then headshot, you gotta kill, hop to the other place and then kill one other. So you really have to move. It's really important. So positioning is that, and you always move, even when you're standing like still. I mean at the same spot, like you have like a platform or something, and you're standing there because you're seeing enemies coming from everywhere. Don't stand still. Even the only time you stand still is when you're scoping in. Otherwise, always strafe or jump or crouch or move. Just move, and that is very important. Yes. The second point I want to talk about is death. As an offensive sniper, aggressive sniper, you will die a lot. You will get yourself stuck in shitty situation even though you keep the positioning and map knowledge in mind. There is no way you won't die at a certain point. This is TF2, fast paced. Yeah, but you're really doing it for like the picks and the feels from, yeah, I got that headshot, that was awesome, and the enemy team is going to hate me for that. But at a certain point you will die, and just keep that in mind. Don't make yourself any illusions like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm just going to run away. If there's a scout chasing you, you're dead if you're running away. So that's why you always have to make the best of your situation. Like in this example, I'm in I got myself in some big trouble here. It was a little foolish to jump down, but I wanted to like have the feels, you know, like I talked about a little earlier. But yeah, as you can see, there's a demo man on my left, a heavy and a soldier on my right, and there's a pyro behind me. Anyhow, there is a sniper right there. There's also a scout coming by, so, by the way, so yeah, it's a really shit situation. But as I talked about in my previous tips, tutorial, sniper thing, know how much health your enemies have. So you know the demo man, he won't die in one shot, the soldier won't either, the heavy also not going to happen, and the pyro not as well. So you have two options, the scout or the sniper. You are going to pick. You're going to make the best out of your situation. You just go for the sniper. He's really close, really easy target. He's pulling out his SMG because he's foolish. And there you go. You have a headshot, you have a kill. And in a really terrible situation, but you made it count, and that's what really matters. Just go for the picks and be happy. Then last but not least, I wanted to give you guys some aiming tips. The first tip I wanted to show you guys, I have to thank this to Forced Miner. It's a really great subscriber of mine. He always comments on my videos. I like that. Thank you. But I'm not sure if this is a tip though. I knew of this thing before, and it has to do with the ping rate. So if you have a really good PC, and you can actually swipe faster with your mouse than the tick rate of the server. You could have like a sort of sword swipe effect, but I'm not sure. It does seem like to happen if you look at videos in slow motion, but it's hard to pull off yourself. It has more like a natural feel to it. But you can practice on this, I guess, in tier walkway, as you can see here. It's, yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty much the only use of this is when an enemy is like strafing like this. But otherwise, well, I don't know. I should just go for the instant headshot and try to get it. If you are like have trouble with finding his head, like Pyro is shooting fire in front of him, yeah, and then you can use this. But otherwise, I don't really see the use of it. Then the next tip I wanted to give is obvious, but many people don't use it. Just like it's a common tip in CSGO as well, actually. So always keep your sight at headshot height. So you just have to scope in and don't have to move your mouse vertically, but only horizontally. It really helps. It really helps. You have to only take care of horizontal movements, and it's most of the times. There are rare cases where you only have to move your mouse vertically. It's like when people are walking straight at you from a mountain or something like that. It's very uncommon, as you can see here. It's an example, but most of the time you'd only have to use it horizontally, and it's very useful to keep that in mind. You only have to swipe to the left or the right, and you get a headshot. That may be combined with the first tip I gave you in the aiming part. Really fast swiping, so you can mess with the tick rate of the server and get a headshot. It's hard to explain, but you can try. And have fun, guys.